Brianna, a fiercely independent Jamaican woman, has lived a life defined by strength and resilience. Growing up amidst the hardships of poverty in Jamaica, she witnessed firsthand the struggles and sacrifices her family endured. Determined never to be defined by circumstances beyond her control, Brianna worked tirelessly, excelling academically and securing a scholarship to study social justice and international development in Los Angeles. Her dreams extend far beyond personal ambition. She yearns deeply to create meaningful, lasting change for others facing adversity. Ethan, a charismatic and affluent heir from one of Singapore's wealthiest families, arrives in Los Angeles with a guarded heart. Beneath his polished exterior and confident demeanor lies a soul deeply scarred by betrayal from his first love, who valued wealth over genuine affection. Swearing never again to be vulnerable, Ethan wraps himself in emotional armor, immersing himself in work and social obligations to mask his lingering pain. Their worlds collide unexpectedly at an exclusive charity event in Los Angeles. Brianna, dressed elegantly but humbly, captures Ethan's attention from across the grand ballroom. Her genuine laughter, warm eyes, and aura of authenticity immediately set her apart from the glittering, superficial crowd he's accustomed to. Likewise, Brianna feels an immediate, inexplicable pull toward Ethan, not because of his apparent status or wealth, but because something in his eyes mirrors her own quiet longing for authenticity, connection, and trust. Enjoying the party? Ethan asks softly as he approaches her, intrigued by her presence. Brianna looks up, startled, yet captivated by his gentle tone. It's beautiful, but overwhelming. I'm not used to all this glamour. He smiles warmly, his eyes twinkling with genuine curiosity. Neither am I, if I'm honest. Sometimes these events feel like a performance rather than real life. Their conversation deepens, moving seamlessly from polite small talk to sharing their deepest dreams and fears. They find solace in each other's honesty as Ethan reveals glimpses of the broken trust haunting his past, and Brianna shares her profound dreams and fears of not living up to her own expectations. It feels strange to admit this to someone I've just met, Brianna confesses, her eyes shining with vulnerability. But I have this dream to change lives, to make a difference. And sometimes it scares me, like I'm reaching too far. Ethan leans closer, his voice filled with sincerity. Your passion is inspiring. Never lose that fire. The world needs more people like you. As their relationship deepens with remarkable speed and intensity, societal pressures and personal doubts momentarily threaten to tear them apart. Ethan's guarded heart wars against his instinctual trust in Brianna's sincerity, while Brianna, fiercely independent, wrestles with fears of losing herself in the whirlwind of passion. Despite these internal battles, their hearts speak louder, compelling them to risk everything for love. One evening, beneath a starlit sky on a quiet balcony, Ethan gently takes Brianna's hands into his own. Brianna, I've never felt so connected to anyone. You've broken down walls I never thought could fall. Brianna's heart pounds in her chest, moved by his confession. And you've shown me that trusting someone completely doesn't mean losing myself. It means finding something even greater. Swept away by their mutual passion and an impulsive desire to solidify their commitment, Brianna and Ethan escape to Las Vegas. In a chapel bathed in the romantic glow of neon lights, they exchange heartfelt vows, promising loyalty, honesty, and unbreakable devotion. Holding Brianna close, Ethan whispers with conviction, "From this moment on, nothing else matters but us. I promise to cherish and protect our love, no matter what." Brianna smiles radiantly, her voice unwavering with emotion. "And I promise to stand by your side through every storm and every sunshine, forever." Meanwhile, thousands of miles away, Ethan's powerful family ever mindful of protecting their prestigious legacy and reputation, receives word of their union. Outraged and threatened, they immediately begin plotting to dismantle the relationship, convinced Brianna is nothing more than an opportunist who threatens their empire. Unaware of the storm on the horizon, Brianna and Ethan bask momentarily in their newfound bliss, believing love powerful enough to overcome any obstacle. Little do they know, the ultimate test of their commitment and strength has only just begun. Upon discovering Ethan's impulsive marriage, his family reacts with swift and fierce opposition. Haunted by the shadow of a past scandal that nearly toppled their prestigious empire, Ethan's parents view Brianna through a lens of paranoia and suspicion, convinced she is nothing but an opportunist seeking their immense wealth and social status. Determined not to relive past humiliation, they resolve to stop at nothing to sever the bond between Ethan and Brianna. Ethan's parents enlist the help of their most trusted advisor, Marcus Tan, whose loyalty to the family legacy surpasses all else. Marcus orchestrates a sinister plot, meticulously fabricating evidence to portray Brianna as a deceitful gold digger who has already begun siphoning the family's wealth. Convinced he is acting in Ethan's best interest, Marcus spares no detail, presenting compelling yet false proof of Brianna's betrayal. Meanwhile, Brianna endures escalating emotional torment, harassment, and manipulation from Ethan's parents. They confront her with contempt and coldness, accusing her of dishonesty and greed, repeatedly undermining her dignity and character. Despite steadfast support from Kayla, her loyal and fierce-hearted best friend, Brianna begins to crumble under the relentless psychological assault. The pressure intensifies as Ethan's family subtly insinuates threats, hinting at potential harm to Ethan should Brianna refuse to leave. One night, Marcus Tarn corners Brianna alone at a family gathering, his voice low and menacing. "If you truly love Ethan, you'll leave. Stay, and you'll watch him lose everything. His status, his family, maybe even his life. Do you really want that guilt on your shoulders?" "I haven't done anything wrong," Brianna whispers defiantly, eyes blazing despite her fear. "Why are you doing this?" Marcus smirks cruelly. "Because I will protect the family at any cost, even from people like you." Conflicted and heartbroken, Brianna finds herself trapped in a web of pain and fear. Driven by her deep, unconditional love for Ethan, she desperately tries to hold on, refusing to surrender to lies. Yet, when Ethan confronts her with Marcus's convincing false evidence, Brianna's world shatters. "Brianna, just tell me the truth," Ethan demands, his voice shaking with anger and despair as he throws the fabricated documents on the table. "Is it all true? Were you just after my money this whole time?" Brianna, stunned and devastated, struggles to find her voice. "Ethan, you can't honestly believe I would do something like this? After everything we've shared, how can you doubt me? How can I not? Look at this." Ethan gestures furiously to the damning papers. His eyes, once filled with warmth and affection, now radiate devastating doubt, disbelief, and betrayal. "I trusted you with my heart, Brianna, and you tore it apart." "Ethan, please listen to me," she begs desperately, tears streaming down her cheeks. "This is all lies. Please don't let them turn you against me." "It's too late," Ethan replies coldly, pain flickering behind his harsh facade. "Just go. I can't bear to look at you." In this soul-crushing encounter, Brianna realizes she can no longer fight against the formidable power of Ethan's influential family. Desperate to protect Ethan from further harm, she chooses to carry the burden of guilt and heartbreak alone, making the agonizing decision to leave him. Pregnant with Ethan's child, she refuses to tell him. Determined never to let her child endure the cruelty and manipulation she faced, Brianna resolves to vanish completely from Ethan's world, shielding their unborn baby from potential harm and heartache. With tears streaming down her face and her heart irrevocably broken, Brianna disappears into anonymity, leaving Ethan behind with the painful belief of her betrayal, unaware of the truth or the life growing within her, a life conceived from a love once believed unbreakable. Brianna, resilient and fiercely determined, begins her new life hidden away from Ethan's powerful grasp, guided by the unwavering support and love of her best friend, Kayla. Together, they move to a small, quiet town, far removed from the glittering and ruthless world of wealth and power that Brianna left behind. She immerses herself in creating a safe, nurturing environment, giving birth to a beautiful baby boy named Liam, who becomes the absolute center of her universe. Late one evening, sitting on the porch of their modest home, Kayla gently reaches for Brianna's hand, squeezing it reassuringly. "Are you all right, Bray? You've been quiet all day." Brianna sighs softly, looking into the horizon as the sun sets, painting the sky with hues of orange and purple. "Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever truly be free of the past. Liam reminds me so much of Ethan. It hurts to think he'll never know his father." Kayla nods understandingly, compassion shining in her eyes. "You're giving Liam everything he needs: love, strength, and stability. And who knows, maybe one day things will change. Life has a way of bringing unfinished stories full circle." "Maybe," Brianna whispers, eyes glistening. "But for now, Liam and our quiet life here is all the peace I need." Brianna devotes herself tirelessly to building a life of dignity and strength for Liam. She balances her career, long hours, and sleepless nights, determined never to succumb to despair or bitterness. Every sacrifice she makes is fueled by an undying resolve to provide Liam with unconditional love, stability, and opportunities she once dreamed of but never had herself. Despite the lingering pain of betrayal, Brianna's fierce independence and relentless perseverance empower her as she carefully guards the secret of Liam's true parentage. Simultaneously, Ethan's world rapidly deteriorates into a spiral of emptiness and disillusionment. Bowing to relentless pressure from his parents, he enters a marriage of convenience with Sophia, a beautiful yet cunning woman meticulously chosen to elevate their family's prestige. From the start, their union is characterized by emotional coldness, deception, and mutual distrust. Sophia, skilled in manipulation and deceit, quickly reveals her true nature, driven purely by selfish ambition and entitlement. One evening, as Ethan sits alone in their luxurious but empty home, Sophia enters with a cold smirk, her voice dripping with disdain. "Why do you bother pretending, Ethan? Everyone knows you're nothing but an empty shell." Ethan's jaw tightens, anger simmering beneath his composure. "Is humiliating me your only pleasure, Sophia? What happened to the person I thought you were?" Sophia laughs bitterly, eyes cold. "You knew exactly who I was. Your parents chose me precisely because I play the game better than anyone. It's your fault if you expected love." As years pass, Ethan watches helplessly as his marriage descends into a toxic web of bitterness and betrayal. Sophia engages in numerous affairs, her infidelities brazen and cruelly calculated. She gives birth to 2 children who, unbeknownst to Ethan, are fathered by other men. When suspicions arise, Sophia cunningly shifts blame onto Ethan, falsely accusing him of infertility. Her accusations gain public attention, humiliating Ethan and tarnishing his reputation in a very public, deeply embarrassing manner. Ethan endures devastating emotional isolation and shame as Sophia's manipulations further erode his self-worth. His family, once powerful and respected, is thrown into turmoil as the scandal escalates into an explosive international story. Headlines around the globe paint Ethan as incapable and weak, his family as disgraced. Ethan's parents, who once held immense power and influence, find their empire collapsing under public scrutiny, their wealth unable to shield them from the painful consequences of their own manipulative choices. In the silence of his isolation, Ethan begins to reflect deeply, haunted by memories of Brianna's sincerity and warmth, tormented by the possibility that perhaps his family was wrong about her. He begins to question everything he's ever known, desperately yearning for a chance to rewrite history. Meanwhile, Brianna quietly thrives, strong and resilient, building a fulfilling, if humble, existence for Liam, blissfully unaware of the chaos engulfing Ethan. Their paths, now profoundly diverged, seem destined never to cross again, yet the threads of fate subtly weave them closer once more, preparing both for an inevitable reckoning that neither could foresee. Brianna's carefully reconstructed life is shattered once again when news of Ethan's public humiliation reaches her quiet sanctuary. Seeing Ethan portrayed as weak, disgraced, and falsely accused of infertility triggers a flood of conflicting emotions within her heart. The deeply buried memories of their profound love and once promising future resurface vividly, clashing violently with the enduring bitterness and pain of his apparent betrayal. Her heart aches with empathy for Ethan's suffering, even as resentment clouds her judgment. Meanwhile, Ethan, utterly broken by the relentless storm of scandal and betrayal, isolates himself, consumed by shame and despair. Haunted by loneliness, he withdraws completely from the public eye, battling the deep-seated emotional scars inflicted by Sophia's cruelty and his own family's deceit. One gloomy afternoon, as Ethan sits in the oppressive silence of his study, the door quietly opens. Mei Ling, his younger sister, enters cautiously, her expression hesitant yet resolute. "Ethan, we need to talk," she begins softly, closing the door behind her. "I can't watch you suffer like this any longer. You deserve the truth." Ethan's hollow eyes glance up, void of hope. "Truth? Mei Ling, what truth could possibly ease my pain now?" She takes a deep breath, gathering her courage. "I discovered something about Brianna. She never took any money. Marcus and our parents manipulated everything. Brianna was innocent." The revelation hits Ethan like a tidal wave, shattering what little remained of his emotional defenses. His breathing becomes ragged, disbelief warring with a sudden, overwhelming guilt. The cruel realization that he wrongfully accused and abandoned the only woman he ever truly loved fills him with unbearable remorse, anguish, and regret. Ethan confronts the magnitude of his blindness, recognizing the depth of Brianna's genuine love and sacrifice. "Why didn't I see it?" Ethan whispers, voice broken. "How could I have been so blind?" "Because they wanted you to be," Mei Ling replies softly, tears filling her eyes. "I'm so sorry, Ethan. I should have spoken up sooner." As Brianna wrestles with her own emotions, witnessing Ethan's agony becomes unbearable. She realizes the bitter victory she once believed she had achieved by staying away has become meaningless. Deeply affected by Ethan's suffering, she engages in countless internal debates with herself and with Kayla, who advises cautious compassion. Ultimately, Brianna's innate sense of justice, empathy, and strength prevail. Driven by the belief in second chances and the powerful desire to raise Liam with values rooted in forgiveness and compassion, she resolves to reveal herself and the truth she has protected for so long. One evening, under the cover of twilight, Brianna reaches out to Ethan, requesting a private meeting. Ethan, unsure whether his battered heart can handle another emotional confrontation, reluctantly agrees. Their encounter is charged with raw, pent-up emotion. Every unspoken word from their painful past hangs heavily between them. "Brianna," Ethan breathes out shakily as she steps into view, his eyes glistening with unshed tears. "I've thought about this moment every single day, but now, I don't know what to say." Brianna swallows, her voice gentle yet firm. You don't have to say anything, Ethan. Not yet. But there's something you must know. She pauses, steeling herself, her voice trembling slightly. You have a son. His name is Liam. Ethan's eyes widen in disbelief, a whirlwind of emotions cascading over his face. Son? Brianna, why didn't you tell me? I had to protect him, Brianna replies, tears spilling down her cheeks. After what your family did to us, how could I risk exposing Liam to that? I couldn't risk letting them hurt him the way they hurt me. Ethan's chest tightens painfully, regret crushing him. Brianna, please forgive me, he pleads desperately, voice raw with sorrow. I let you down. I betrayed everything we had because I was blind and foolish. How can you even look at me right now? Brianna reaches out gently, taking Ethan's trembling hand into her own, her touch sparking memories of the love they once shared. It still hurts, Ethan. I won't pretend it doesn't. But Liam deserves to know his father, and you deserve the chance to know your son. He deserves the truth. We all do. Can you ever forgive me? Ethan whispers, his voice shaking, vulnerability laid bare. Brianna meets his gaze, compassion softening her lingering pain. I don't know yet, she admits honestly, squeezing his hand softly. But I'm willing to try. For Liam, for you, and for myself. A heavy, meaningful silence falls between them, filled with pain yet tinted with fragile hope. In this fateful reunion, both Brianna and Ethan confront their shared history of pain and betrayal, choosing vulnerability and truth over bitterness and silence. Together, they begin the arduous journey toward healing, understanding, and ultimately, redemption. The revelation of Liam's existence profoundly transforms Ethan. The mixture of overwhelming joy, unbearable regret, and grief leaves him emotionally shaken, yet it also ignites within him a powerful resolve. For the first time in years, Ethan glimpses hope amidst the turmoil, seeing clearly the life he could reclaim and the family he might build alongside Brianna and their son. Determined to rectify past wrongs, Ethan vows to confront those who shattered their dreams. One quiet afternoon, Ethan sits nervously with Brianna, carefully watching Liam play nearby. Brianna, he starts hesitantly, his voice filled with both determination and vulnerability. I want to make things right. I need to confront my family not just for us, but for Liam. He deserves to know the truth. Brianna takes a deep breath, steadying her emotions. Are you ready for that battle, Ethan? It will be painful. It might break your family apart forever. They've already caused enough pain, Ethan replies firmly, determination evident in his gaze. It's time they face the consequences of their actions. With Brianna by his side, Ethan takes tentative yet meaningful steps toward redemption. Together, they rekindle a cautious but unmistakable intimacy, fueled by honesty, mutual respect, and an unspoken, deep-rooted love. Ethan, haunted by past misjudgments, patiently allows Brianna the space to trust him again, understanding that true healing requires time, sincerity, and unwavering effort. As Ethan becomes acquainted with Liam, he's continually astonished by his son's intelligence, kindness, and exuberance, traits that mirror Brianna's strength and compassion. Fatherhood offers Ethan a glimpse of unconditional love and acceptance, filling a void he never fully acknowledged. Brianna watches quietly, touched by Ethan's genuine devotion to their son, her guarded heart beginning to soften with each passing day. Supported by the unwavering loyalty of Kayla and Mei Ling, Ethan and Brianna decide to confront his family openly and courageously. Gathering courage and evidence, they orchestrate a carefully planned confrontation. Ethan, strengthened by Brianna's presence and the love of his newfound son, boldly reveals the truth about his family's manipulation, publicly exposing their deceit in a manner that leaves no room for denial or evasion. The dramatic confrontation sends shockwaves throughout the community and captures widespread attention. Ethan's parents initially respond defensively, fiercely denying the accusations. "How can you betray your own family like this, Ethan?" his father demands, voice shaking with anger and disbelief. "Betrayal?" Ethan's voice rises passionately, full of years of suppressed pain. "You destroyed my happiness, manipulated me into losing the love of my life, and robbed me of knowing my son. That is betrayal." As Ethan presents undeniable evidence, his parents' expressions shift from defiance to shock, then ultimately remorse. Seeing the depth of harm they've inflicted, Ethan's parents become sincerely remorseful, recognizing the destructive consequences of their actions driven by fear, pride, and misguided protection. In a heart-wrenching family meeting, Ethan's mother breaks down in tears, her voice heavy with genuine sorrow. "Ethan, Brianna, we were wrong. We were blinded by fear and we hurt you both terribly. Please, can you ever forgive us?" Ethan struggles visibly with lingering anger, the internal battle clear in his expression. Brianna gently places her hand over his, offering silent support. She looks at Ethan's parents, compassion and strength in her eyes. "Forgiveness isn't easy," she says softly but firmly, "but Liam deserves a family built on truth and healing. If you truly mean what you say, we owe it to ourselves to try." Ethan meets her gaze, taking strength from her resolve, and nods slowly. "We'll try. For Liam." Gradually, the family begins the challenging yet rewarding journey toward genuine reconciliation, demonstrating that forgiveness, while difficult, is profoundly transformative. Ethan's parents, profoundly changed by their mistakes, make genuine efforts to embrace Brianna and Liam wholeheartedly, determined to rebuild trust and form a new family dynamic founded on honesty, openness, and mutual respect. United by truth, compassion, and love, Ethan and Brianna strengthen their bond, committing wholeheartedly to creating a nurturing, supportive environment for Liam. Together, they embody resilience and the enduring power of forgiveness, inspiring everyone around them. Through redemption, truth, and unwavering love, their once shattered family begins to heal, finally paving the way toward a future filled with hope, love, and profound happiness. In the aftermath of their public revelation and confrontation, Brianna and Ethan embark upon a profound, emotional journey filled with delicate moments, shared vulnerability, and the intricate rebuilding of trust. Recognizing that forgiveness is neither easy nor swift, they tread carefully yet courageously, determined to nurture a relationship founded on honesty, transparency, and unwavering respect. Every conversation between them becomes infused with intention, reflecting their mutual commitment to healing past wounds and creating a future free from the shadows of betrayal. One serene evening, sitting side by side under a canopy of stars, Ethan gently takes Brianna's hand, his voice filled with sincere vulnerability. "Do you ever regret coming back, Bri? After everything that's happened?" Brianna gazes deeply into Ethan's eyes, seeing the love and sincerity reflected there. "Not for a second," she whispers tenderly. "Our path wasn't easy, but every step was worth it. You and Liam, you're my entire world." Ethan breathes deeply, relief washing over him as he gently pulls her closer. "I promise you, I'll spend every day proving to you and Liam that you made the right choice. I'll never take your love for granted again." Ethan, inspired and empowered by Brianna's compassion and Liam's unconditional love, courageously reclaims his true identity. He takes deliberate steps to clear his name publicly, openly confronting past accusations with dignity and authenticity. His bold actions not only restore his reputation, but also strengthen his newfound sense of purpose and integrity. Ethan stands confidently before the world, unafraid and unapologetic, proudly acknowledging Brianna as the remarkable woman who taught him resilience and true love, and Liam as the son who forever transformed his heart. Together, Brianna and Ethan celebrate a love rekindled, one tempered by trials and reinforced through forgiveness and grace. They become symbols of resilience, illuminating how deeply wounded hearts can indeed heal and love again, stronger and deeper than before. With every passing day, their bond grows more profound and vibrant, characterized by renewed passion, shared dreams, and mutual understanding. Brianna finds comfort in Ethan's sincerity and unwavering commitment, while Ethan marvels at Brianna's extraordinary strength and boundless compassion. Their love story, once fraught with pain, now becomes an inspiring narrative, reminding the world that authentic passion, integrity, and determination can prevail over even the most devastating betrayals. As they build a loving, stable, and joyful home for Liam, Brianna and Ethan nurture dreams that were once shattered, but now bloom brightly. Their happiness radiates outward, healing old wounds within their families, inspiring others who witness their remarkable journey. Surrounded by close friends and family, including the supportive presence of Kayla and Mei Ling, Brianna and Ethan renew their vows in a beautiful, intimate ceremony, symbolizing their renewed promise and deepened bond. Liam, smiling radiantly as he holds their hands, watches as his parents declare their love. Ethan, looking deeply into Brianna's eyes, speaks softly yet fervently. "Brianna, you taught me the true meaning of strength, resilience, and love. I promise to honor and cherish you, to walk by your side through every moment that life brings, and to be the husband and father our family deserves." Tears shimmering in her eyes, Brianna responds with warmth and conviction. "Ethan, you showed me the incredible power of forgiveness and growth. I promise to stand beside you always, to build our future with trust, compassion, and unwavering love. You and Liam are my heart, my life, my home." As their friends and family applaud with heartfelt joy, Ethan gently cups Brianna's face and kisses her tenderly, sealing their promises with profound sincerity and endless love. Ultimately, their triumph over adversity becomes a testament to the enduring strength of true love. Ethan, Brianna, and Liam embrace a future defined not by past mistakes, but by endless possibilities. Their united hearts exemplify how profound love, unwavering resilience, and genuine forgiveness have the power to heal, to transform, and to create a legacy of hope and redemption that echoes long after their story is told. The end. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you never miss an update. Don't forget to share this video with someone who would love it. Thank you so much for watching.